Okay, the story formula is really 4 steps, and it's really simple. And I've kind of collected all of the different story formulas and ways that people tell stories on stage over the course of acting, production, writing, and literature, like events and presentations. And I'm just going to give you this formula because I want you to have the best experience and get really good at it. So stay tuned and get ready, and we're going to jump in now. Okay, so you've chosen your story. All right, so settle your mind on the story you think that you want to share. And let's go through the simple story format that you can use to create cinematic stories in the easiest possible way that will engage your audience and be compelling. Okay? So just get comfortable, get a piece of paper and a pen or pencil out, and let's get started. So what I find that people do is they get on stage and they're going to share a story, and they have this really amazing start of a story, and then something happens and all this really compelling stuff, but then they forget the ending, or they don't have an ending, and the story fizzles and it goes on and on and on. Okay? And that's not going to happen to you because you're going to start with the ending. Cool? So you know the message that you chose, and you're going to pick one of the stories that you wanted to map to that message. And what you're going to do now is you're going to put yourself in that story, remember that story, and I want you to pick where that story ends, the ending point, the ending scene. Okay? You can pause the video right now, and you can sit down and you can describe that ending scene. Pick a time, a location. When was it? Was it summer? Was it warm? I want you to describe and ground us, the audience, us, in that ending scene. Okay? Did you walk off stage to left with an audience staring at you in wooden chairs, the smell of mothballs? I mean, just be specific and describe that ending scene, and pick the end point of where you exit the story. Okay? So now that you've got your end scene, I want you to now go back to the beginning scene. Okay? The beginning scene, you're going to actually you're going to choose the beginning scene just before something happens. So you're either sitting at your desk, let's just say, and you're looking at an Excel spreadsheet, and you can hear someone call your name and call you into the office. Jennifer. Or you're driving over the San Francisco Bridge, and up ahead you see someone standing on the edge. You're going about your life in some way, but put us in the scene. Just give us a time, a location. What year is it? What were you doing? And then right before something is about to happen, we want to be in that contextual scene. Ground us in it with the senses, ground us in it with visuals, and once you got that, we'll go to the next step. Okay, so you have your beginning scene and you have your ending scene. And when you take those two and you put them side by side, you can see the before and the after. And that's where things transformed, or a big shift happened. So what we're going to do is we're going to take 3 pivotal things that happen in between those 2 points, and that is going to be your story. So you're not going to be just talking. You're actually going to have 3 pivotal points. Something happens is the next one. and then you're going to go to something else happens, and then up, and then it starts to go your way, and this becomes recourses for a different trajectory, which then you already have your ending scene, so you don't need to do that. So that's the 3 points. Easy. So let's go to the next one. Something happens. This is where the drama, the heart beats faster, you stop breathing, you lose your vision, somebody gives you bad news, any amount of things can happen. But you remember, this is about a story about something that happens where you have to totally recourse a different way, or you have to create some kind of change for yourself that you didn't expect. The unexpected happens. So what happens? Describe it. This is a very active scene. Like the phone rings, you pick up the phone, you can hear breathing on the other end. It makes you feel constriction in your chest. You get nervous, you don't know what, and then you get the message. Or it's a number of things that happen, but something happens. Write it out sensorially. Just give us like a kind of a play-by-play, and really let us see how you respond and react to what's happening, what happened. Okay. So after you react to this thing, you then try to figure out how you're going to manage, right? And so you set yourself on some other course. I don't know, maybe you fly to Hawaii, or maybe you start volunteering, somewhere to help animals. And whatever it is, you set yourself on some trajectory, and then something else happens. There's another roadblock. There's another something that you have to try to get through. Okay? I want you to think about that as taking you even deeper into the struggle, if you want to call it a struggle, deeper into that a direction that is once again a bit of a hurdle for you to overcome. Okay? Okay, so last thing we need to do is we need to start course correcting to get to the ending. So something needs to happen now that helps you get to your end. And it could be somebody, you create an ally, you get this new job, you find yourself, and you start to smile again. Whatever it is going to be that last thing that happens before that end scene that you already painted for us. Okay? So do that, and then we'll wrap it up. All right, so you've got your story formula. Got it? Okay. So you have your beginning, you have something happens, your reaction, you have something else that happens, your response to that, and then you have something that starts to go your way, or the clouds clear, a new path is appearing, light at the end of the tunnel, and then the end. Okay? And then you have your message and reflection about what you learned from that entire situation, and that's your story. And if you do that, you will have a very compelling, impactful story to share. And if you don't do that, that's okay too. Be your own style. I'm just giving you what I feel will help from story to stage. Cool. Okay, thanks.